guys, so I asked you a while ago if you wanted to see a swatch video on the Wet n Wild lipsticks that I have, and that's what I'm going to be doing today, hence no lipstick on my face yet. A lot of you guys said you wanted to see this video, which I'm super excited about because these are some of my favorite lipsticks that I found at the drugstore, and they're only around $1. Like the most I've ever paid for one of these is $1.20, and I have 12 of these. They range from like the nudes to the pinks to the reds to the dark purples, so hopefully I get to show you guys a good color variety. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop into it. I'm just gonna swatch every single color on my lips so you guys can see what they look like, and I hope you guys like this video. Let's do it. So this first one's called Bear It All, and it's just a really nice lighter nude that goes with pretty much any eye look, I would say. This has been one of my favorites for a really long time. I first got it a couple years ago, and I feel like it'd be pretty flattering on any skin tone. Just really quickly before I get into all these, the formula of these lipsticks is pretty matte, but it's not drying at all, and some of them are a little harder to apply than others, but for the most part they go on pretty easily and they're super pigmented, which is awesome. This next one is called Just Peachy, and I've had this one for a while now, so it's seen better days, don't judge me, but I don't really know why they call it Just Peachy, because as you can see right now as I'm putting it on my lips, it's definitely more pink than peach, but it is a really nice soft color though, and I feel like it really complements fair skin. Next up is Sandstorm, which is kind of similar to Bear It All, I would say, but it's a little darker and it has more of a warm brown tone to it. I'm personally not a huge fan of this color on myself, but I think it'd be a perfect nude color for someone with a darker skin tone. This one's called In the Flesh, which is another soft pink color, and as you can see, this one is going to be a little harder for me to apply. I had to go back and forth, putting it on my lips quite a few times to build up the color. I'm not a huge fan of pink lipsticks personally, but this one's actually really nice. It's not too bright and obnoxious, but it's more of a nice natural pink, which is actually something that I'd wear. Okay, Mochalicious is another one that I first tried a couple years back, and I've loved it ever since. It's a darker warm brown nude, and I just think that this one will also look really good on every skin tone. By the way, I've been using coconut oil to remove these and moisturize in between swatches so my lips don't die, so there might be a little added glossiness to the lipsticks. Not a lot, but just throwing that out there. So right here I'm going to show you what I like to do most of the time when I'm wearing these lipsticks. I'll take any translucent loose powder and I'll just lightly dab it over the top to get rid of any shine, and this also makes the lipstick last a lot longer. So like I said, this is something that I usually do when I wear these. Next up is Mauve Outta Here, which, I mean, I definitely wouldn't call it a mauve color. It's weird because I first tried this color a year or two ago and it was definitely more of a mauve than this one. So I'm wondering if they packaged this one wrong or if they just changed up the color, I don't know. Anyway, it's a pretty bright, cool toned pink. Smokin' Hot Pink is actually a really fitting name for this one. It's more of a warm pink than Mauve Outta Here, and Quinn decided to come in and say hi on his lunch break, but for some reason didn't want to kiss me on the lips, not sure why. Kidding. Anyways, this is basically your perfect hot pink Barbie lip, so if you're into that, then this one is good for you. Coraline is probably one of my new favorites. It's got a mix of pinks and oranges and reds to make a really nice and flattering coral color. I don't typically go for corals because I feel like they usually clash with my hair or skin tone, but I actually really like this one. I think this will be one that I reach for pretty often. I wanted to make sure I had a good classic red, so I picked up this one called Stoplight Red. This one looks a little brighter or maybe even pinker on than in the tube, but that could just be because the pinks were starting to stain my lips pretty badly. But it's a really pretty color overall. It's just a really nice bright red. Cherry Bomb is another one that I've had for a really long time, so I'm not going to show an up close of the tube because it's disgusting, but it's a really pretty dark red, maybe even burgundy color. It's pretty vampy, so I really like this one for fall and winter. Raven Raisin is a pretty unique color, and I switched to a different lip liner for these darker ones now, just so that it would go with the colors better, but this one's a really wearable purple, I would say. It's not too bright, it's pretty dulled down to make it more of a subtle color, if that makes sense. So I feel like this one you could wear more like on an everyday basis if you're not used to wearing like super bright purple lipsticks. But yeah, I really like this one. Okay, last but not least, Vamp It Up is the last one, and this is another one of my favorites. It's a really dark purple, and I pretty much fell in love with this the second I put it on. It's not as dark as it shows up in the tube, but it's pretty close, and I feel like you could make it darker if you wear a similar lip liner underneath it. Here I'm using a Smith Cosmetics lip brush to perfect the lines, which is something I definitely suggest if you have smaller lips like me and kind of have a hard time applying lipsticks. So yeah, that's it for all of the Wet n Wild lipsticks that I have. I hope you guys like this video. I'll list them all down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!